Hello Supwell community. This is my DQ Week 4 video response. Top 3 shoes of 2025. Now these are my top 3 shoes of 2025 that I used this year that were not necessarily released this year. The first shoe on my list is the Hoka Cielo X1 OG. These released originally in February of 2024. And I have about 100 miles on this pair. Hoka Cielo X1 features a dual density midsole, top layer is a little squishier, bottom layer is a little firmer, and it has a plate, and it's really rockered. My thoughts on this shoe. Well, I got this shoe actually secondhand from the Supwell app. Shouts out to Abdul. I found this to be an excellent long run shoe. I really enjoyed it in my CIM training block. I got it, I think, towards the end of summer, and I was using it pretty much every Sunday. Well, maybe not, or most Sundays. I even took it out on some trails, which it's not designed for, and it didn't handle very well, but I really actually I loved this shoe. It's super bouncy, it's super stable, and I am a runner who tends to benefit from a little stability, especially in the long term. But yeah, so I really love the OG Cielo. My number 2 is the Nike Zigama 2. This was released in May of 2024. I have about 150 miles on this pair. I've had this pair for a while now, and I originally basically tried to retire it, but I ended up continually deciding to take it out. I use this as my coaching shoe. I take it out to cross-country meets, but it can also handle, like, I did an 8-miler in it a few weeks ago, and it was great. It has the full ZoomX, tuned for trails, super grippy Vibram on the outside, and like I originally got this as a training companion for my Norda 001s, but I ended up liking this one better and running a lot more and racing a lot more trail races in this shoe than the Nordas, which I ended up actually selling on the Supwell app. Yeah, so Nike Zigama 2, excellent shoe. I think Zigama 3 is coming out sometime in the spring. Looking forward to it. And my third and final favorite shoe of 2025. This one actually released in August of 2025, and that's the Asics GT 2000 version 14. I didn't expect this to be on my top 3 favorite lists for my top 3 shoes of 2025. In fact, when I first got it, and this is a stability shoe. It has a bunch of arch support up in here with the foam. But anyway, when I first got this, I actually hated it. I thought it was super stiff. I thought it was super bricky and clunky. And I thought the stability element was a little more than I needed. I thought it was really exaggerated. But I kept it. I decided to use it for my morning runs when I was doubling in this CIM training block. Mostly because when I wake up in the morning, I feel stiff and clunky anyway. So I decided to use a shoe that was also stiff and clunky. And it worked good enough. I got my miles through. But what's crazy is about 40 miles in, the foam felt like it changed for me, and it really opened up. It really came alive, and it was super bouncy. And I actually love this. This is like my go-to daily trainer now. The exaggerated stability elements have kind of broken in and settled down, and I love them. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did. But yeah, so these are my favorite shoe leading up to CIM. I didn't do any long runs in it, but just for daily miles. Excellent. It does have the FF Blast Max midsole, just like the Nova Blast 5, but it's not as dynamic, I would say, as the Nova Blast 5 FF Blast Max. But yeah, this is my top shoe of 2025, and I did not expect that. I do have a couple honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is a shoe that holds my half marathon and marathon PR this year, and that is the Metaspeed Sky Tokyo. I only have 40 miles on this shoe. I did a 1 mile warm up. I raced a half marathon, got a PR, and raced a marathon and got a PR. Actually, no, maybe I did one other workout in there, but I barely, I don't know. I love the shoe, but I haven't put enough miles on it to call it my favorite shoe of the year. My second honorable mention is the Norda 005s. I really enjoy these. They are super bouncy, but I only have about 50 miles on this pair, and it's like they're so expensive that I'm just like, should I take them out or should I save them and wait? And I don't know. I don't have super miles on these, so I figured I couldn't call them my favorite shoe of 2025. Another honorable mention, Nova Blast 5. Love it. I just thought the foam kind of fell flat at about 200 miles, and I don't know. It was fine. I enjoyed it. And then my last honorable mention, which is the Vomero Plus. I got mine a half size too big, got about 80 miles on it, and I just decided, I don't know. So I actually let that one go on the Supwell app too. But yeah, those are my top 3 shoes of 2025. Thank you so much. See you next time.